what a lot of people maybe wondered at first, is this just a boil water advisory? We get those all the time. And it quickly became clear this was not a boil water advisory. This was something much more serious.
At that point, no one had any clue. Surprising enough, the instinct didn't kick in for everyone in that area immediately, but I remember coming back to the station, and a few hours later we found out, and then West Virginia American Water, and the governor's office issued the do not use notice, or the ban on using using the water for anything except to flush the toilet or to put out fires.
I was live on the air when the governor's first tweet went out basically announcing that this had happened. And at first, we didn't really know what that meant.
For us in West Virginia, having just come out of, at that time when we were first looking at developing this particular program, the chemical spill in Charleston.
I'm Todd Petty. I'm a professor of aquatic sciences. I'm in the Wildlife and Fisheries Resources program. I teach classes in freshwater ecology and river ecology, as well as a class in fisheries management. So a lot of things having to do with water. So it's pretty hard to live long in West Virginia and not appreciate how much it rains. and so water is a prevalent feature in the state of West Virginia. So rivers are a huge, huge component of the West Virginia landscape.
In short, it was a mess. It was a mess. I was lucky. I had water. But that meant I was sort of ground zero for people who needed showers, who needed to fill up water bottles, for people who just kind of wanted a place where they could get away from the no water situation wherever they were and feel a sense of normalcy for a little bit.
But what we saw from that chemical spill is that when we don't have water, it creates a serious, serious situation, and not one that's just, environmentalists care about it. Everybody cares about it. Citizens care about it. Businesses care about it. It's wildly important to us, and we see it when we realize it when it's gone. Just like me, we can sample streams every day, all day, everywhere, and we do, right? But if residents in these areas aren't aware of it, or if it doesn't become part of what they're conscious of, it has less value.
I think to myself what that situation might have been like if these sensors were available, and journalists could have been pulling samples and testing things. Granted, they would obviously want to be looking for levels of MCHM, but the levels of conductivity might lead you to, ask more questions about what's in the water. So,
well, I think it's interesting because Don Blair and I actually talk about this pretty passionately, because if you look at the power of what citizen journalism did to really give voice to groups that had not been able to speak for themselves. They had to rely on sort of official voices or mediated voices and brands and companies, where it gives rise to things like Arab Spring or Black Lives Matter. That's the power of technology and citizen journalism. I think we're going to see the same power of that technology in citizen science and with sensor journalism, because it puts tools and technology in the hands of folks in a really empowering way.
I think it really shows the power of community when it comes to a story like this, because Facebook is in essence an online community, and Twitter in a different sense is also an online community. And these were people all from the same general area, but others who just had an interest in the area, getting information very quickly through a non-traditional sense.